Good morning. It is Christmas Eve. Actually, it's good afternoon now. It's just gone lunchtime. One more sleep till Santa. Yee. I'm very excited. Maddie's very excited. Aren't you, Miss Maddie? Yes, she's very excited. She can hardly contain herself. I've spent the morning making stuff because I got so behind with things, and you know, you try and catch up on everything all at once and it's crazy. So I took this morning to just chill for a little bit before I dive in this afternoon, and I have made something fabulous. Fabulous. Okay, coffee. Still with the froggy throat thing. It needs to go away. Anyway, I've got something to show you. You're going to like this. Okay, you have seen, if you follow my videos, in order of appearance, my Midori. The original, very first Midori style notebook that I made. Beautiful cherry red leather, I love it. And yes, I do use all of these. Not so much the little ones, but the big ones, I use them all. This is my art record. I keep my art bits and pieces. Let me show you one. Like that. I put a picture of my piece that I've done and I write about it and I write all the information. I stole that off Said No-Con. It was his idea. But it's actually really handy because you do go back to a piece like 6 months later and you think, what did I use that on that blue? What was that? Anyway, Midori. Then you saw passport Midori. The matching pair. Then you'll have met Gone with the Wind Midori. This is one I bought off eBay. Yeah, it's okay. It's nice. It was really cheap and I bought it just to try it. I was using it as a wallet. I'm not at the moment, but I do have another purpose for this. So it's my Gone with the Wind. Yes, Gone with the Wind. Midori. Then you will have seen my Midori, the one that Ray Blake made me. This is beautiful. I love it. This is my Book of Shadows. She's pretty. She's pretty. She makes me smile. I love spending time with her. So that is my Midori. Fifth in line to the throne. I'm not sure if I've shown you this one, but this is my Midori Field Notes size. This is slightly bigger than the passport size one. This is the actual size of a passport Midori. You can see this one is slightly bigger. It's made to fit Field Notes books and Scout books and moleskins and things like that. So this one I use for my song lyrics because it's the same colour as my guitar. Then it's possible that you will have seen, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you will have seen my Midori. I had lots of these little moleskin pocket notebooks, and I thought, hey, I wonder if I can put the elastic on it like on a Midori, and you can. Ha! Look at that. It's an experiment. I like it. Haven't used it yet. So there we go. The little ones. The large one, large ones, and my favourite. Well, no, I think my green's my favourite, but the one I use all the time, my Real Midori. Real Midori Standard. I love it. It's beautiful. I've been using it for about 6 months now. Fantastic. It's my baby. It goes everywhere with me. I love it. But you know, sometimes you just want to work a little bit bigger. So today I would like to introduce you to, pause for dramatic effect, MEGADORI.
MEGADORI.
Yes, I've made a huge one. Look, it's massive. Compared to the real one, it is that big. So this is the same size width-wise. You can see it's about 3 times the height. This is made with the Sea Whites notebooks that I adore. There you go, that's all they are. They're just plain notebooks. They're almost identical to Midori notebooks actually. They're stapled in the middle. That's it, that's all there is to it. It's really nice paper though, I love it. It even takes Copic markers, it's fantastic. They're really cheap, they're about $1.75 each. £1.75 each is what, $3? My friend Claire keeps me supplied in these. And I've got 3 in here. Just like, let me just put this one back. Hold on a second. Just like the Midori notebook, I've got the 2 banded together. And then I've got my 1 on my elastic. The girls are going crazy because Helen's just come home. Leave the cat alone, Maddie! And we put it in like that. And we do a bit of abracadabra and ta-da! Massive. So when this opens up, I know some of you get really confused about sizes. Helen comes home, craziness begins. Right, where was I? Yes, sizes. So this is opened out, it's 8 by 8. And it's what we call standard letter envelope size. So it's basically a sheet of A4 folded into 3. Think of A4 as US letter size, okay? It's not that much different. I think ours is 8.5 by 11.75 and yours is 8.5 by 11 or something. It really isn't that much of a difference. A4 folded in half is the A5 size. Which is roughly equivalent to half letter. It's a few millimetres different. Never work with children or animals. Yeah, A5 is half A4, so this is A4, and that's how it works. Half of A4 is A5, which is that big, and A6 is half of A5, and A7 is half of A6 and so on. A4, therefore, doubled is A3! Yes! Massive, isn't it? It's, I can't think what it is in inches. Let me grab my ruler. It's 12 inches by 16, I think. Yeah, 12 by 16. If you work in inches. So 8.5 by 11.75 or thereabouts. 12 by 16. I'm so excited to use this. I'm going to be able to do really big drawings or, you know, backgrounds or whatever I want to do in this, as well as all my art venture journaling, as we've been doing in Summer Long. Those of you who've been in Summer Long since May have been going out on art ventures, where we go out somewhere with this specific intention of getting inspiration for our art, or doing some art journaling, or sketching on site, or urban sketching, or whatever it is we happen to want to do. And you know, this goes everywhere with me. That's what I've been doing all summer. But obviously over the winter getting out and about is not such a great thing. I'm stuck at my desk a lot, and you know, I really wanted to just do something a bit bigger. I do have my beautiful 10x7 journal, my hardback journal. Now I love that journal, I do love it, but because it's so thick, it's like this thick, it's like 1.5 inches thick, it doesn't lie flat. So it's great for sketching and for writing in and things like that, but it's not so good if you want to do mixed media or anything, because the pages keep flopping together, and you know, I love to do watercolour, so yeah, it's not so good for that. But this, because it is one of these, it's basically exactly the same kind of notebook as the Midori notebook, like I showed you. So it opens up completely flat. Now it is stapled, and I do suspect that at some point I'm going to have to take the staples out and sew it together. How many pages are there in it? It's 40 pages, 20 sheets. That may depend on whether I just do ink and watercolour, or whether I get crazy and start doing acrylic and collage and all that kind of stuff. So we'll have to see. I may take one of them apart and sew it, just so that it's got room to expand, or I may just leave it and wait and see how thick they get and see if the spines hold up. I can always sew it together afterwards, which is what I did with one of my Midori inserts when it got too chunky. So yeah, so 40 pages. I have 120 pages in this beauty. I will put a link below to tell you, or to send you to the video that it's exactly the same method as I used to make mine. I made my original Midori, faux dory, sorry, trial and error, and like 2 hours later Ray uploaded a video on how to do it properly. So yeah, basically exactly the same method. This one, same method again. It's got elastic in the middle, it's got slightly thicker elastic in the middle. I stole this off one of those accordion files. And much thicker elastic on the outside, because I suspect this is going to get very heavy. Or not heavy, but push against the elastic a lot. So this elastic is much chunkier. And because it's much chunkier, instead of just, like with these, they're just stuck through the back. And then, whoops, getting all tangled up here. They're just knotted off like that. But obviously if I did that with this thick elastic, it would be way too thick. So I put 2 holes, and I've tied it in a square knot at the back there, which is a much smaller knot than, you know, just having it all in the same place. It looks much better. Arnold! Shush! Okay, I think he's finished now. So yes, I have lots of journals. You know me, I like to have lots of journals. I will use them all eventually. Like I say, this red one is my record of my art, so I'm actually using that for a specific purpose. This one is my book of shadows, so again, a specific purpose. This one is my all day, every day, travel with me, go everywhere. I even, like if I go cooking in the kitchen, I even take it with me there. Everything goes into this puppy. And now I have one to put on my desk to do big artwork in. So yeah, looking forward to playing with that. That's it for today. I am going to go and mark work and things. And now Gypsy's starting as well. I give up. Bye, have a good Christmas!